That's part 3. It's the goofiest intro I've ever done to a part of the day 9 daily, leaning back, slouching, cool like a villain in a James Bond movie. I'll note that part 2 went a little long because I lost track of time. Such things occur when we are analyzing a game. So let's go ahead and hop back into it. We were just talking about the basic 2 response that a Zerg must make against this sort of air. There's other ones, but the 2 most basic are Hydras and Infestors. Sure, Queens are good for deflecting it, but when it comes to being able to, say, move to somewhere as simple as here, it's difficult to get the Queens all the way up there. Hydras can move off creep as well as Infestors, so that's why following up air with, Robotech is an excellent, excellent decision. See you later. So White Raw is going absolutely apeshit. That was really good. I really like that a lot. And because there was no attempt at any sort of roach counter pressure, White Raw ended up being just fine at the front, but he's still always a little leery of doing a double follow-up. Double pour follow-up. As with any air harassment, doing some damage and then pulling Void Rays to mid is essential, and then letting the Phoenixes do the damage. Void Rays can only do some damage and only should do some damage, but at this point, we were so unbelievably worried about a counterattack before, it's even stronger possibility now. Our Void Rays are now here to be able to hold off big amounts of roaches. And hey, what do 90% of Protosses do? Take this third base before 12 minutes, 12:23. Sure, I guess he's doing it about that time. So now TLO has been in a surprising bout of passivity. He has been going Ling Infestor, which is pretty decent, but will not really be able to break down big Colossus forces. The Protoss should have enough resources to warp in big amounts of gateway units. Good old Zealot Colossus. There's a surprisingly small amount of forces for White Raw. Uh-oh. White Raw, be careful for Infestors. But this is pretty cool by TLO. Just do some of this busting action. I'm curious what TLO is going to be doing with this kind of layer tech. Oh, now this is a really clever answer by TLO. It's so easy to think in attacking terms. I'm Zerg, I just held off this air harass. How do I possibly take you out if you are going for this fast nexus? Well, I don't. I just double expand. That's really slick. I like that a lot. This will only end up happening if you see the Protoss take a third and getting the Colossus up. You see the Protoss taking a third and defending with something, you know, like 6 Warp Gates or Zealot Archon. It's really hard to do this double expand. If you're going Zealot Archon, you're in huge trouble. Going for the Ling Infestor, you'll probably have to make a Baneling Nest. Or Ultralisk Den. White Raw just taking... Ooh! Well, no, that's not it. Where is it? Oh, come on. Where is it? Where the hell? What the hell? There. Ooh, yeah. An Ultralisk Cavern. Oh, damn. Oh, that's clever. Oh, so this is kind of conditional, what TLO's doing. He's... so he's going for the Infestors, and there's a lot of branches to go through, so let's just do them all one at a time. Why not? Okay, so we see our opponent going for big air, as in we're seeing air units come 2 at a time. 2 Void Rays, 2 Phoenixes, 2 Phoenixes, 2 Phoenixes. Crazy amount of air pressure. So what are our options? We could go for Corruptor. Corruptor's generally like if he's going 1 Stargate, just because we don't have time. Let me try that again. If he's going for let me try that one again. If he is going for a 2 Stargate build, we don't have a lot of time. We have to get a fast and dirty answer. The fastest answers are Hydras and Infestors. So we elect to go Infestor. We have dealt with the air threat. There is now one of 2 possibilities. One is that he's going for some sort of 1 base aggression, excuse me, 2 base aggression, or he's taking a fast 3rd. Cool. If he's going for some sort of 1 or 2 base aggression, he's probably going to be going Colossus pushing. He's probably going to be going for could be going for some big gateway plays. Probably, if I didn't see an expansion, I would throw down a Roach Warren and take a 4th. That's probably what would be best, because you have the Ling and Fester to deal with any fast attack. But if he kind of does a delayed 2 base push, like goes for double air and then does a 2 base push, which, though it's weak, people still do, that'll end up coming at around 14-ish minutes, 14 to 15 minutes. And if you have the Roach Ling with a lot of Infestors out, you crush it really easily. So for the most part, we're comfortable against those 2 basing plays after this happened. Okay, now what if White Rod goes for the early or the fast 3rd? Instead of for some sort of 2 base aggression. Well, if he's going Zealot Archon, which a player named Wulong Storm does quite a bit on the Korean server, especially after he goes for the 2 Stargate stuff. We looked at a replay long ago against Liquid Xenio a couple of times in dailies where he did do that. If he's going Zealot Archon and he's expanding, we're kind of in trouble with Ling Baneling. We'll have to go for, excuse me, Ling Infestor. We'll have to probably get Banelings up, and even then it can be a little dicey. But most importantly, if he's going to expand with a Colossus, okay, we're going Ling Baneling. Damn it. We're going Ling Infestor, and if he's going Colossus with Zealot and Cannons, there's no way that we can break him. There's also no way that he can come attack us. So we expand twice and instantly go Ultralisks, because we have all this time where he can't attack us. So now we have Ling Ultra Infestor against a Protoss with any composition that's going to be smaller than ours. It's so great. This is so genius. This is a really slick move. I think this is really what makes TLO such a solid player. He just has no fear about doing stuff like that. Spinecrawler wall, I think it's completely superfluous. I don't think that there is any way at all, after going for 2 Stargate play, that we would have any concern at all of any of that pressure. I think this is completely wasted money. Still completely brilliant. Just genius. Love that a lot. So we get Void Roamed. Oh, but it's okay. We are now building some Corruptors. Ultralisk Corruptor. TLO just very smartly going for this really late game mix. Really smartly doing the best counters in the world. Wah. I mean, look at how long a period White Ra's just chilling here. White Ra's not maxed. He's still not maxed. He is a not maxed man. Going for the ultra old school Colossus Void Ray whatever mixture. The most humorously old school style where you just build all the good Protoss units and hope they work. But again, I'm not feeling these spine crawlers. Now that's a weird mix going for the Broodlords, but I guess building the Ultralisk Cavern is sort of an emergency procedure. You know, oh, if he ends up doing a big push, I can just poop out like 15 Ultras really quickly, defend the push, and do that sort of counter style. And with this Ling Infestor Ultra focus, I don't mind this Baneling Nest at all. The Baneling Nest is actually another way of saying I want to deal with a mothership, because if you get Vortex and you walk some of his guys in, you just roll in with a bunch of Banelings. It's really good. This is awesome from White Ra. I love this. I want to talk more, but really late. Doing this pushing is really good. Walking back. Alright. And I would say probably without too much effort, TLO should be able to crunch this. Especially with these Ultralisks being able to wander right on up and just whack away at those Ultralisks. Ultras wouldn't be as good if TLO went for a ground army, but these Void Rays are going to be completely preoccupied with dealing with the air, so our Ultralisk just crushed. We have 1 Ultra, and it's almost single-handedly taking down that entire force of Colossus. Well, this certainly sucks for the army of White Rock. Certainly sucks, baby. At this point, I am only going Ling Ultra, man. I am going Ling Ultra with the drill. The reason I'm going to be going Ling Ultra in this spot is I just do not want him to get a 4th, and I'm just going to keep pounding on his front. If I was a little bit lower on bases, I'd probably be forced to go Infestor Broodlord. Smaller area to cover, Infestor Broodlord can do that, and I need to be a little bit more smart about my resources. But my favorite way to play is ridiculous, stupid, insane, reckless aggression with too many resources. That is like my favorite way to play. I don't like efficiency. This is the way Stefano likes to play with Zerg, but I haven't been playing Zerg lately, so tragically I can't mimic him. You know what? This is straightforward. You have a dead Protoss. We're just going to build whatever counters what he builds. Oh, is it carriers? Okay, well I guess I'm just going to go Corruptor anything. Another mothership. Oh, I see what you're doing. Oh, there's the Zealot Archon. Love Zealot Archon. Love it. Baneling Nest going down. An incredibly brutal counter. I hope we see a Baneling Nest Vortex. I quit commentary, you guys. I'm done. I quit. I quit. Where's them Banelings? Where is them? Banelings, I think, are one of the best late game units for Zerg versus Protoss. I mean, look at that, 26 damage per detonation. 47 versus light. That's actually the same as an Archon. Archons and Banelings, same damage output. Holy crap, that's an intimidating force. Go, Alexi! But I do believe with these here Banelings. Oh god, that deals so much damage. Oh. In this position, I think Zerglings should be the unit production of choice. Dude, Zealot Archon. One of the best late game mixes in the universe. But tragically, with nothing to shoot up, it ain't working. I think I said enough useful stuff today. I don't know what you're feeling about the impromptu dailies, but it will be like this tomorrow. I would love feedback. Send to feedback@day9.tv or type it in the chat after the show. I'll be hanging around for a little bit after the show. Let us do this. Yeah, Jay Schwartz says, Day 9, this is not how Stefano often deals with air. He often sacrifices a bunch of roaches to pin the Protoss back in his base first. Yes, this is one of the reasons why I don't like going for a double Stargate play after we open up with this 2-gate stuff. We just don't have a forge with cannons at the front, and that makes it real rough to deal with that Stefano-style play. Let me see here. Frosty Shadow says, Day 9, do you ever feel bad when you lose a Zealot because you know he's mainly an attacking meat shield with laser spike? I don't, because Zealots are actually really, really damaging to Zerg in large numbers with speed. I think that speed Zealots are going to be like the next big thing in PvZ. I don't think a lot of people acknowledge that a Zealot kills a Roach in a one-on-one without micro. With micro, the Roach wins by a reasonable margin, but when you start getting speed and upgrades for the Zealot, like you can't really micro them very well, and you can get a lot of Zealots for just minerals, which leaves your gas open. So I'm kind of feeling it, and also the Zealots basically clean up Zerglings, no problem at all. It's not an issue. They certainly suck a lot against Hydralisks. Let's see here. Call me Nuge, says Day 9, how do you feel about the new patch notes? I think they're going to have a considerable effect on Zerg vs. Protoss when one of the most important timings in my eyes is it's 3 minutes from the time that my geyser starts to when Zergling speed can possibly be finished. So in other words, let's say I'm a Protoss player, it's at 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and I just mess up and a bunch of his drones kills my probe. And I'm like, I have no idea what's going on in his main, I probably don't even know if he's expanded yet, and I've seen no geysers go down yet. I have up until about 5 minutes and 30 seconds to send out another scout to see what's up. Hell, what if I'm at 4 minutes and I see no gas? I have up until about 7 minutes to be able to scout around and see what's up. But this is all predicated on the fact that it's easy to maneuver around queens and slow Zerglings. With range 5, it's going to be really hard to get into a Zerg main, like really hard. So that means that Zergs can do a lot more things like get gas at 28 food, and then get speed, and then tech to banelings and do baneling bust. That's how Zenio defeated Naniwa at some tournament. It was an IEM tournament, I believe. Day 9. Here's from Lame Scorpion. Day 9. How do you hold off a Zealot Archon mixture Zerg? Depends if he's macroing well. If he's not macroing like a beast, you just kill him. It's just like no matter what composition you build, he dies instantly. But if he's macroing well, it's actually pretty rough to deal with. Roaches are not that great against it. Lot of Hydralisks. Banelings are also pretty decent. Infestors, not really that great. If you're getting Infestors, fungal growth is neural parasites quite a bit better. Just to pick off the Archons, because Archons are doing 50 damage a shot. And if they're hitting a pack of roaches, they might do up to like 400 damage a shot. And they shoot pretty fast. We have like a bunch of them just like... It's like those roach lines just like... just evaporate. Last question. Last question. D. Nayato, Dear Day 9, is there a pro game in which the Phoenix upgrade has been utilized and it actually worked? Yes, Liquid Hero got to the semifinals of GSL Code S, defeating 3 Zergs, where he did get the Phoenix upgrade, I think, in 2 of them? He definitely did it in 2 of them. One on Cloud Kingdom, one on Metropolis. Can't remember versus who. Ha! Did my best. Hope you enjoyed the show. I'm eagerly looking forward to feedback in the chat. See you later, alligators! Thank you for watching.